Is it quicker than drinking a beer? Using sawdust, well, animal bedding, I've already made all of these, and I've used very little of the sawdust from this 1 kilogram pack. In fact, from this section I've already taken out, I've still got all of this left. I found this coffee grinder in a charity shop, and that's really what kick-started this experiment.
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on! Do it! Come on! Do it! Do it!
It doesn't take long to break down the sawdust, and of course you can grind it down to whatever coarseness you want. This is fairly chunky. This you can see is a lot finer, and this is a bag of big boy bits. Right now I'm in need of some flock that's going to be pretty fine, so I'm going to run this through a sieve. The next thing we need is a mixing cup and a little bit of water. Now the trick to this process is controlling the amount of moisture. You really don't need to use a lot of water, but it's also the reason why I like to colour my flock in small batches. To the water I add about the same again of PVA glue. In my mind, the glue acts as a fixative to really help the colour bond with the sawdust. And let's be fair, PVA glue is fucking fantastic. Once that's all mixed, I've got this little pot of pre-mixed green paint. These are the paints that I used for all the different flocks that are on the table. Now we can start adding some sawdust. This takes a proper good mix. You really have to give your shoulders a good workout, and you'll probably find there's room for adding more sawdust. And that's it. This whole process takes about 15 minutes, that's all. And all that's left to do is to dry it out thoroughly. Now, if you've controlled the moisture properly, it should be pretty dry. You should be able to get flocking. But if you want to leave it to dry properly, there's two ways you can do this. You can either spread it out like this and just leave it overnight, or you can take the extra step of chucking it in the oven. If you do that, keep it at a low temperature, it shouldn't take very long to dry at all, and you'll know it's dry when you can do this and none of it sticks to your fingers. Yes, it's quicker than drinking a beer. And in my next video I'm going to be using all of this flock on my biggest build yet. In the meantime, I'm going to go and recycle this can while you watch this video.